Hello and welcome to my channel. Hello and welcome to the Worksheets World channel, everyone. Today we are learning about states of matter. States of matter. Let's talk about matter first, everyone. What is matter? Well, matter is basically everything around us. Anything that takes up space around us is matter. When we say matter, we refer to something that has mass or volume, right? And these matters, how do we know how the matters are formed? Matters are created by the very tiniest particles that are known as atoms. Atoms combine together to form molecules, and molecules are the basic building blocks to form a matter. Now, as I told you, that matter, when we say matter, we refer to something that has mass or volume. So, volume is something that takes up space, where the mass is the amount of matter in the object. So, volume is something in which takes the space of any container of any place that the matter is. And similarly, the mass, how do we know what is mass? Mass is something, you can say, how heavy is something is, how what is the weight of something, right? And I've already tell you that atoms are very tiny particles and that they cannot be seen. Now we know that matters is anything that is around us and it takes up space. Now let's talk about the states of matter. So the physical form, something that can exist in, is the physical state or the state of matter. The matter is composed of atoms and molecules that are always in motion, bumping into each other. This activity determines their state. Matter exists basically in the three states of matter on Earth, that is solid, liquid, and gas. These three states of matter are solid, liquid, and gas. Let's talk about the first state of matter, that is solid. Solid has fixed shape and volume which may be affected by changes in temperature. Solid usually increases slightly in size when it is heated expansion and usually decrease in size if it is cooled, that is contraction. So we know that when we heat up the solid, it expands, and this is called expansion. Get its sides get increased, so that is expansion. And when size is decreased, it means it is contracting, the contractions happen. So we know solid have fixed shape, solid have fixed volume, and only the thing that can affect these two things is the temperature. If we heat up the solid, it will get, its size will get increased and it will expand. And if we cool down the solid, its size will decrease and it will contract. Now let's talk about the second one, that is the liquid. Liquid has the fixed volume and will take up the shape of any container into which it is poured. Like a solid, its volume is slightly affected by changes in temperature. Rather than solid, in solid, it is always affecting the volume and the shape by the temperature, but in liquid, it is slightly affected. So we know that liquid also have fixed volume, and we also know that it does not have any fixed shape. It will take the shape of the container into which it is poured. Let's say if you have a glass of water, but when you will pour that glass of water into a bucket, that water will take the shape of the bucket, right? Next is gas. Gas is the free falling form, and it has no definite shape, it has no definite volume, and it takes up the shape of the container into which it is placed, and it will spread out evenly within it. It is lighter than the rest two states of matter, that is solid and liquid. The gas is the lightest one. So the best example, if you will ask me, for solid, liquid, and gas is water. How? When we freeze the water, it gets ice, right? When we want an ice cube, we pour the water in the ice cube tray and we freeze it. When we freeze it, we get it in the form of solid, that is ice. What if we melt it again? We get liquid, and by even heating it up more, the water evaporates and we create water vapors. And what if we condense? We cool down these vapors, we get water again. And again, the cycle continues. So the best example to understand solid, liquid, and gas is water. Let's look at the physical state and the properties of solid, liquid, and gases. This first one, we are talking about gas. See in the diagram over here, the molecules are separated. They are moving everywhere or around the container. They have no fixed volume or shape. They can be compressed into the smaller volume. They can be expanded to occupy the larger volume. If we talk about the molecules of the gas, they are far apart, their speed is very fast, and on compressing, they decrease. And if we give them more space, they increase frequency of collision, but doesn't alter the size of the shape of the molecules. If we look over here on the liquid, we see that liquid are they are closer to each other and they vibrate. Okay, this distinct volume independent of the container. Shape depends on the container and it cannot be compressed. If we talk about the molecules of the liquid form, they are packed closely together but still moves rapidly. That means they vibrate. The rapid movement molecules to slide each other, that makes it easier to pour. Next, if we talk about solid, in the diagram, all the students can see the molecules are packed together and they are arranged in a proper manner because they have the definite volume, they have the definite shape, and this also cannot be compressed. Molecules. Let's talk about the molecules over here. The molecules in the diagram can be seen, they are tightly packed together. They have the definite arrangement and can only wiggle each other. That's it. It cannot do more anything. Now, if we talk about the changes, how does the state of matter change? It all depends upon the temperature. It all depends upon heating and cooling the states of matter. The extent of heating or cooling applied to matter changes the states of matter. A solid, when heated past its melting point, will melt into liquid. A liquid, when heated past its boiling point, will vaporize into gas. If we will heat up the liquid, it will vaporize. And then a gas, when cooled, it condenses, and now we are reversing the process. After heating the water, we get vapors, we get gas, and when cooling down this gas, we get what? We get liquid. And we cool down the liquid, that is known as freezing or solidification, we get ice. We also know that. Okay, and how does the freezing happen? Freezing happen below the freezing point. Okay, the chemical properties of matter remain unchanged. When they change from one state to another state, only the physical property change. So can we convert solid to gas? Yes, we can, through sublimation. Sublimation is the only process then can convert solid to gas or gas to solid. Okay, so we know when we melt the solid, we get liquid. When we freeze the solid, we get when we freeze the liquid, we get solid. Similarly, when we heat up the liquid, we get gas, and we cool up the gas, we get liquid. And solid to gas and gas to solid happens to sublimation, vice versa. Hope everyone understood our states of matter today. I'm going to upload more worksheets, solved worksheets with for you on our channel. So stay tuned, and we will meet with new topics and with new worksheets in on our page and on our channel. Hope everyone liked it, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.